ask you all to please rise for the traditional bendition. This is Mass.
Viva!
Jesus Mercy. Get up from the door.
Thank you, everybody. Si Deus Masi to under the direction of Senior Patrick. And Hafade, everybody, and welcome to the 2027 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year ceremony. If you're joining us here in person at the beautiful Cars Plus showroom in Mighty, tuning in online, or watching our broadcast, we are very, very honored to have you, as tonight we celebrate excellence in education for this reception. On behalf of the Foundation for Public Education and GDOE, we extend our sincere gratitude to everyone who made this celebration possible. The Teacher of the Year ceremony is proudly presented by Bank of Guam, Cars Plus, and KUAM. We also gratefully acknowledge our generous sponsors, our friends at Cortec, ASC Trust, Calvo Select Care, IP&E, Foodies, and Payless Supermarkets for their steadfast support of education for our island community. Now please join me, everybody, as we acknowledge the dignitaries, and you saw her on stage joining Guma Mahiga. Ladies and gentlemen, our beloved Magahaga, the Governor of Guam, the Honorable Lourdes Leongaro. A couple members are here from the Guam legislature, of course, with the Speaker, the Honorable Frank Blash, Jr. His colleague also from the legislature, the Honorable Senator Sean Gumatauta, was with us. Former Senator Carlotta Leon Guerrero and the founder of the Adzuta Foundation is also joining us. And for all of the finalists, past Teachers of the Year, friends, family, alumni, and everybody joining us, and leadership of the Guam Department of Education, we welcome you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to now play a video note that the Governor has prepared. So, ladies and gentlemen, in her own words about what tonight's ceremony means for public education, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero.
Buenas and half a day. Access to free education for children is foundational to American democracy. Public schools are the cornerstone of that foundation, and public school teachers are the dedicated professionals who bring that promise to everyday life. Shaping minds, opening doors of opportunity, and preparing the next generation to lead with knowledge, character, and purpose. Tonight, one teacher will be named Teacher of the Year. But in reality, we gather to honor each and every teacher in this room for your commitment to teaching, to our children, and to our island. Great teachers take learning to a level that transcends textbooks and even lesson plans. They create an environment that instills in children curiosity and a desire to learn beyond the four walls of the classroom. Especially here on Guam, where you help preserve our cultural traditions and values while balancing the reality of preparing your students to succeed in a highly globalized and ever-changing world. Great teachers are often the first to see a student's potential. They are role models and mentors. They serve as counselors and even advocates for their students. They also give of their own time and resources far above and beyond what is asked of them. This year and every year, the Teacher of the Year embodies all of these qualities and more. They give countless hours and make great sacrifices. They offer encouragement and truly believe in our children. The seeds they plant in young minds help shape the leaders, innovators, and citizens of tomorrow. To the 2026 Teacher of the Year, thank you for the lasting impact you have on not only your individual students, but on families, communities, and the future of our island. Your service makes a difference and matters deeply. We owe you and all the educators a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid. But may this recognition tonight remind all of you how deeply appreciated and valued you are. Sidzu'us Maasi.
Sidzu'us Maasi, Gov. We'd also like to, of course, acknowledge the presence of our beloved superintendent and my 8th grade principal when I was at FB Leon Guerrero Middle School, Dr. Judy Wanpat. At this time, I would like to call to the stage a very dear friend of mine, Maria Eugenia Leon Guerrero, the chairperson for the Foundation for Public Education, for some of her thoughts on the significance of tonight's award. Hafa Maria.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you everyone who has joined us here in the beautiful Cars Plus showroom, and everyone who's joining also on Facebook and on TV. On behalf of the Foundation for Public Education, I want to just use this brief time to really emphasize how grateful we are for the support of our sponsors. Without them, none of this could be possible. They're the ones who make it possible for us to have this important event to recognize not only the nominees, but the profession of teaching in general. Also to have all of the exciting prizes that I know we're all really pumped about. And then lastly, to send our Teacher of the Year to the national competition in Washington, where they will interact with the top teachers in our country and, more importantly, proudly represent the island of Guam. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to our presenting sponsors, Bank of Guam, Cars Plus, as well as KUAM, who year after year have had unwavering support for this event. I also want to thank Cortec International, our new gold sponsor for this year. I would like to thank ASC Trust, our silver sponsor, and our bronze sponsors, Foodies, Calvo's Insurance, and Calvo Select Care. So thank you to all of them. And with that, Jason, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. And I must say, Maria, well done. You did that all off of memory. I needed the paper. Well, Guam takes great pride, obviously, in its distinctive approach to selecting our Teacher of the Year, and our judges themselves are former Guam Teachers of the Year who proudly represented our community at the national level. Their first-hand experience provides invaluable insight into the rigor of the selection process and the responsibilities carried by those chosen to serve as ambassadors for Guam in education, both locally and nationally. To our judges, thank you, Sigus Masi, for your dedication, professionalism, and thoughtful service throughout this journey. The countless hours that you have devoted to the process have not gone unnoticed. And on behalf of the Foundation for Public Education, please accept our deepest appreciation for your invaluable contributions. We'd like to acknowledge our judges now, each of whom is a Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year once again. The 1998 Guam Teacher of the Year, Miss Roberta Abade. Now, although two of our judges are unable to join us this evening due to prior commitments, we extend our sincere gratitude for their important role in this year's Teacher of the Year journey. Of course, the one and only Dr. Benji Santiago, the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year, as well as Mabelang Tanko, the 2018 Guam Teacher of the Year. So we thank them for their contributions. Also, a special mention to Ms. Colette Beausoleil for providing training to the semifinalists, helping them manage their nerves ahead of the interview, and equipping them with strategies to confidently present and respond to the judges' questions. Thank you, Colette. A very scientific approach, I'm quite sure. I would like to now call the Foundation board members to the stage, please, as we will recognize our, okay. So Maria, if you would, to the stage, please. Thank you, yeah. Okay, we would now like to invite the 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year semifinalists and finalists all to the stage. Whether they knew each other going into this event or not, they are not just colleagues, they have become lifelong friends. They represent the very best of our island's teaching profession throughout their passion, innovation, and unwavering commitment to student success, and they definitely have made a lasting impact in the classroom, in their schools, and in our communities. The Foundation for Public Education is honored to celebrate these remarkable individuals for their outstanding contributions to education and their steadfast dedication to inspiring and empowering our island's youth. Your 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year semifinalist from Ukudu High School, an English language art teacher, Joseph Anthony Chargaloff. From MU Lujan Elementary School, Loretta Cruz, Chamorro language and culture teacher. From down south at Inilahan Elementary School, second grade teacher, Mebrik Navisaga. From George Washington High School, which next year celebrates its 60th anniversary, Chamorro language and traditional arts teacher, Senor Luke Tatautau. Okay. It is graduation season, by the way. And our Teacher of the Year finalists. From Simon Sanchez High School, English Language Arts teacher, Jonavi Abaya. Congratulations. From Luis P. Untalan Middle School, reading teacher, Madrid Borja. And from John F. Kennedy High School, marine biology and marine bio honors teacher, Carolyn Harul. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a Hafa round of applause one more time for these exceptional public educators. Now, we are just getting started with the GDOE 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year Award Ceremony. Everybody, please stay tuned. We will be right back with more right after this.
Buenas and half a day. Access to free...
I think it's time for some new shoes.
Hey Kara, how much money is in my account?
This is your remaining balance.
Kara, I forgot my password. Again. Could you help me out?
I've sent you steps to reset your password.
Thanks, Kara.
Honey, quick bank stop before the beach.
Sounds good, hon.
Kara, how do I get a loan?
I've provided a link with your loan options.
Thanks, Kara.
Thanks, Kara.
Welcome back in Hafa Day, everybody. This is the 2027 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year Award Ceremony. Let's get to know now the finalists for this year's award, and going in alphabetical order. We begin with Jonavi Abaya, English Language Arts teacher at Simon Sanchez High School. She has a decade of dedicated service in education, and throughout her distinguished teaching career, Ms. Abaya has demonstrated outstanding leadership and commitment to student development, serving as the English 9 PLC team lead, co-advisor for junior achievement, and co-advisor for the Sanchez Class Council. She currently serves as faculty council member for the Sanchez National Honor Society and is co-advisor for the Mock Trial Club, a role she has had since 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonavi Abaya.
About the work that we do, but we sometimes don't reflect deeply about our philosophies. So this journey has allowed me to do that. I love music and performing arts. So when I was in high school, I did a lot of singing and dancing. And I like to take that creative part of me and bring it into the classroom. I'd like to bring some of those aspects of my creative life and my performing life into the classroom. Not to say that all teachers have to be like that, but it does help with the students. It helps connect with them, and it makes them really excited to learn. Really trying to show them the activities that are engaging will help them engage with the text itself. So it's taking modern technology, social media, activities that best relate with them, and then it helps them engage with the text as well. I actually wanted to do music first. Like I said, I like to sing and dance, but in college I found this new passion for English and reading and writing. So I pursued English, and then midway through my journey I thought, what am I going to do with this? Like, I'm not going to be a best-selling author anytime soon, so I hopped onto education as like financial security. And then I really began to love the job when I started working with the students, because of the relational aspect. You know, we create bonds with them, and they make the job so fun, you know? And the best part is I never had to abandon that creative part of me, because the job, like I said, it gives me opportunity to create things all the time. So, you know, we talk about the impact teachers can have on students all the time, but I don't think we really shed light on how much they impact us as educators. Like I said, it's reciprocal. You know, I'm here to facilitate and inspire and guide, but they're here to always remind me that there's more to learn, more to grow, and just to be better at my craft. It's amazing that they're able to still come back to me and share their successes regardless of the circumstances that are happening. That also reminds me of my why, because they come back, you know, and they don't have to, they just reach out. And then also with my current students, I feel like we've created a safe space enough for them to be vulnerable. If there's something they can take away from my class, beyond text and learning and annotations and all the English-related terms, I just want them to feel confident in themselves enough to learn and want to learn more beyond the text. And so that's taking ownership of their learning. Yes and no. I feel like the no is because what's working now is working in the individual level, right? And the classrooms are doing a lot of work to help foster children. I would say in a larger scale, I think we need to do a better job of encouraging students to stay here in Guam, because a lot of students feel like, oh, Guam is so small, it's so isolated, I can better myself outside, just move stateside. But I want them to feel like they have all the opportunities already here in the island.
Jonavi Abaya once again. Jonavi, you are truly a Renaissance woman. You know, English language arts, mock trial, NHS. What were you doing in that segment right there, working with the kids and literally being a judge?
Great. So I knew you were going to ask that question because of what is happening in that video. So my sophomores in that video, they were doing a mock trial of Marcus Brutus in the Shakespeare's The Tragedy of Julius Caesar. So essentially they, using textual evidence, had to prosecute or accuse Brutus. And so that's just one of many activities that we love to do in my class. It's just taking the text and putting it in the real world, whether that's mock trial or role-playing or, you know, fun things. And you can see that they took the activity very seriously. They dressed up, they swore in, and yeah, so that's what's happening in that particular video.
Wonderful. Well, certainly your diversity and your background certainly inspires your students and everything, and they're all the better for it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Simon Sanchez High School, once again, Jonah Villabaya. Congratulations. Stay tuned, everybody. We will introduce you to the next finalist right after this.
I am Joyce Chrysostom of Cars Plus, and we are proud sponsors of the Teacher of the Year. Well, Cars Plus got involved in 2014, and in that year, the Foundation for Public Education had started, and I was one of the 9 board members that Superintendent John Fernandez actually asked. We believe that the Teacher of the Year really encompasses a lot of what the teachers do, and looking at all the teachers who are being nominated, I think we think that it's really the purpose of it is to encourage teachers to continue to better themselves every time. The teacher are encouraged to do more, be creative and do more for the students, and it's just great for the community to know and understand just the quality of work our teachers actually provide to our students. Well, first of all, congratulations to the finalists. This is a really exciting time, and as we say, it's a tempun minago for all of us here on Guam to actually have our teachers step up, be acknowledged, and share to the community just how they really are in the classroom, and also what they do for our students, because teachers are really like parents. They nurture our children. They pick up after they've left the home. They love them. They help them in education and sports, and I think spirituality as well, and to help one another, even if they're just students, but to look at the needs of one other student who may not be doing as well. So I think overall it's just a great feeling knowing that the Teacher of the Year and all the other teachers, they are the mentors, I think, for future teachers. And we like that to continue. We like our students, our kids to grow up just knowing that other kids growing up as well will learn and will be loved in the classrooms.
Welcome back to the GDOE Teacher of the Year Award ceremony, everybody. Now, our next finalist is Madrid Borja, an 8th grade reading teacher at Untalan Middle School who has 20 years of dedicated experience in education. Ms. Borja has demonstrated exceptional leadership and a strong commitment to literacy and student achievement throughout her career. She serves as the program coordinator for the CLSD We Read Literacy program, and her leadership experience also includes serving as school-based mentor, reading content representative, PTO officer at both Untalan Middle School and PC Lujan Elementary School, and interdisciplinary team leader. Ladies and gentlemen, Madrid Borja from Untalan.
Hafaday, my name is Madrid Borja. I teach 8th grade reading here at Untalan Middle School. This is my 21st year of teaching, and I am a Guam Teacher of the Year finalist. Yeah, this is my second time around, and both times it's just been very, very flattering. It's an honor to be recognized. The way that they respond in classes, you know, how they listen and pay attention, and how much they grow and learn throughout the year. That's really what gives us that feeling that we have accomplished something throughout the year. Well, I think all teachers should definitely have patience. That's a huge thing, but I think that goes without saying. And definitely, you need to have like a drive to make change, and you have to want to change their minds from I have to be in this class to I like being in this class, because that's where the change happens. That's where they really figure out that this is worth learning, you know, this is worth paying attention and to, and this teacher can really show me, you know, some interesting and fun and educational things that can help me in the future. I try to build their confidence. You know, a lot of students come into my classroom thinking, oh man, it's all about reading and I'm not a good reader, and then they want to, they've already told themselves that they're not going to be good at it, they're not going to like it. But if I try and make it fun, if I try to make it engaging, if I try to build their confidence and let them know that you can do this, this can be fun, we can have a good time, we can learn a lot, you guys can grow together, and this can help you in not just this class, but in all of your classes. It's going to help you when you leave me and go to high school, because they're going to leave me. Why do you guys want to leave me? You guys want to leave or you want to stay? Stay, okay. I incorporate technology while they're doing projects or doing assignments and stuff like that. We have a whole class set of laptops here. We're very fortunate. I do want to, you know, incorporate technology when I can, but I want them to know that there are also, you know, a lot of tools out there that they can use if they don't have those types of devices and abilities at home. Some students don't have devices or internet and things like that at home. So we gotta balance it. When I see these students 10 years from now, 15 years from now, and I run into them at, you know, the grocery store, or I run into them at the hardware store, and they're like, Miss, remember me? I was such a troublemaker. Now I'm the manager here, and I have, you know, I have a family. And at the time, I didn't know. I didn't listen, you know, and I didn't appreciate the lessons that you guys were telling us and stuff like that. But now I know, now I get it. It took a while, you know. That's the kind of stuff that really inspires me and pushes me to go forward. Is I just want to help the island. You know, I want to help build the next generations. My advice to new teachers would be to keep that fire burning. Don't let other people's cynicism or negativity prevent you from shining and doing all the things that you dreamed of, and making this job and this profession what you wanted it to be and you expected it to be.
It's kind of hard to read a really good book when you have tears of joy streaming down your face, but nothing wrong with that. But, you know, inspiring children to read is, you know, it takes them on a journey. It takes them to places, you know, that transcend where they grew up, what situation they're in, who they are and everything. But it's a choice they have to make too, and that's what you're opening up to them, is being able to do that. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me. When I was growing up, I read a lot, and so I was able to, and I'm an only child, so I didn't have a lot of playmates, you know, but I was able to find friends and find playmates in the books that I was reading. One of the things that I like to do is show kids, all of the benefits that they can get out of books and out of poetry. Especially, we were in the video, we were reading poetry, and I like to cover that with the kids because I find that a lot of them don't really, they tend to turn to unhealthy ways of dealing with emotions, strong emotions, and confusing situations as they're growing up. And so, reading books and writing poetry and reading poetry is a healthy way to kind of process those feelings and those emotions instead of punching walls and hurting themselves and hurting other people. So that's one of the reasons why I try to open my students' eyes to these healthier ways of, growing up.
Well, connecting little people with amazing stories is an amazing thing to do, and congratulations to you on all your success. Madrid Bora, everybody from Antalan Middle School. We're back right after this. Stay tuned.
At KUAM Communications, our connection to the community is at the heart of what we do. As your media leader, we are committed to amplifying the many inspiring voices around us. We are honored to continue our support for a program that celebrates individuals whose passion and dedication leave a profound mark on our youth. A teacher's influence extends well beyond the classroom. It sparks a sense of curiosity, courage, and confidence in students, providing them with the essential tools to thrive in life. KUAM Communications congratulates all of the nominees for the 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year. We salute these exceptional and inspirational individuals for the meaningful difference they make in their students' lives every day.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Teacher of the Year Award ceremony. Our final Teacher of the Year finalist is Carolyn Haruo from a Marine Biology and Marine Biology Honors Teacher at the Home of the Islanders at JFK High School. Carolyn's resume has over a decade of teaching experience, serving as advisor for the Ocean Guardian School program and Guardians of the Reef, and she's represented Guam as a delegate for the Young Pacific Islanders Initiative. She's also coached the JFK Marine Academic Challenge Bowl team and serves as a focus group leader for the JFK Accreditation Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to know Carolyn Haruo from JFK.
Humbled. I think humbled would be the best word to use because I don't know really truthfully what I did to deserve this, but I know that I do the work that I do because I love doing it. Hafren Ali, my name is Carolyn Alangoy Haruo. I am a science teacher here at JFK. I've been here for about 11 years, and I am a 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year finalist. Thank you. I feel humbled. I think humbled would be the best word to use because I don't know really truthfully what I did to deserve this, but I know that I do the work that I do because I love doing it. I just didn't think people were watching and think that we're deserving of this honor. So I am humbled to be here. So you know how people are inspired to be teachers? I think teaching found me, I didn't find it. And I wanted to work with dead bodies. Maybe I shouldn't say that on camera. But I wanted to do forensic science. But when I was a junior in high school, Dr. Sanchez saw me at a presentation. I was the MC, and he said, "You have qualities of a teacher." And I said, no, sir. I have other things I'm planning to do. The following year, they approached me again, and they handed me the Yamashita Scholarship for Teaching, and they said, "This is your backup plan. Just, get into it." And life happened, and I was like, all right, let me just try this out. And year after year, I keep coming back. Each year is a different batch of kids coming in, and they have things that they do that inspire me to be better at teaching or to be better as a person. And so I guess they're my biggest inspiration. We're not going to tell them that, but I guess these kids are my biggest inspiration. It's starting super early. It's a struggle for both students and teachers. We're here sometimes before that sun is even up, so schedules are difficult. But just like always, whatever the challenge is, we overcome it and we adapt. I also have just lessons where it turns a light bulb on in their heads, and watching them take it and run with it and end up pursuing careers with it, or going to college and studying it, having them come back, right? My favorite part is when they come back and they're like, so like I took this class in college and it was so easy because, you know, we already covered those. And I'm like, yes, you know, those are wins. Other things I enjoy about teaching is taking my students outside of these four walls. We do a lot of outside activities. We take the kids to Ritidian, they go into caves and they learn more about Guam, they learn about Guam's culture. So basically instilling that connection to their culture, to the island, and to making sure that they're aware that whatever their decisions are in life, they are making an impact, and their choices and their things, they matter, basically. And then they take that and they take it with them through life, and I love that. I've learned to look more at me and seeing the work that I do and put value to it, because I put value to everything else and people, but I don't really take the time to go, you do work. And then I've learned to accept it when people say, you're doing a good job. It's more than what other people are doing and people are noticing. So I'm humbled by it. I'm really humbled by everything. I'm a Puluanese, right? So Puluana, which is a very small island over 180 miles southwest of mainland Coral Palau. And we have to rely on those islands and our upbringing and things like for our upbringing or for our livelihood and whatever. But if somebody like me can go from that and then become a finalist for a Teacher of the Year, I'd like to think that anybody could accomplish anything. We also need to remember in whatever we do, we need to make sure that we're taking care of the things that are taking care of us, right? And that's what I try to instill in my students. I think you need to be able to connect. Connection is everything. And it's not just connecting with a student, it's connecting with the student and then allowing them to connect to the subject and then connecting them to the real world. And understanding that each child in the classroom has a different knowledge background, right? They come from different backgrounds and they know different things, and they might have gone to the same school, but they had different experiences. And making sure that we find a way to connect them all, I think that's a great quality for a teacher.
Carolyn, I took marine biology as a junior when I was in high school. One of the most amazing classes I ever took because, you know, and my teacher taught me discovery, you know, exploration. As a woman of science, you know, you're teaching young people to ask tough questions. And when you discover everything beneath the waves, it's an entirely different universe. And like you said very effectively in that piece, you know, there's a synergy between us and other creatures in nature. So how do you get kids to really realize how big and wonderful the ocean is and to take care of it?
I wish I could take him out underwater, but I can't. So what I do is I pull from their background knowledge, because every student who walks into the classroom, we live on an island, is surrounded by water. They're already connected to it. I just have to make sure that I pull from those connections, and then we have a very diverse set of kids, and they're going to bring their knowledge from Guam, they're going to bring it from the Philippines, from FSM, Marshall, Palau. And so we're able to talk about how our waters are, we're able to talk about the different fish and all of those things. So using their background, using science, and then connecting all of it together.
Absolutely. And when kids get it, it's the most wonderful feeling in the world.
Absolutely.
All right. From JFK, everybody, Carolyn Harul. Well done. Please stay tuned. We got another break, but we are coming back with more from the GDOE Teacher of the Year Award ceremony right after this.
I think it's time for some new shoes.
Hey, Kara, how much money is in my account?
This is your remaining balance.
Kara, I forgot my password. Again. Could you help me out?
I've sent you steps to reset your password.
Thanks, Kara.
Honey, quick bank stop before the beach.
Sounds good, hon.
Kara, how do I get a loan?
I've provided a link with your loan options.
Thanks, Kara.
Thanks, Kara.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the beautiful Cars Plus showroom here on a perfect night in Mighty to crown the Teacher of the Year. We have one more performance of the evening showing some of the most amazing talent that we have in public education. Please welcome two award-winning performers from the 2026 Musical Theater Competitions of America Music Festival and National Competitions in Anaheim. Representing the Guam delegation, we have Jeremy Hu. And we have Mina Sol Bunton. They are students of GDOE's Visual Performing Arts program under the direction of the one and only the maestro, Ernesto Choco. They're performing their winning piece, The Rainy Day We Met, from the Tony Award-winning musical, Maybe Happy Ending.
Half a day.
안녕하세요. My name is Jeremy Ha. I'm incoming senior.
My name is Mina Bunton, and I am also an incoming senior. Today we will be performing The Rainy Day We Met
From Maybe Happy Ending. I'm Oliver. I'm an older Generation 3 helper bot.
And I'm Claire, a more advanced human-like Generation 5 helper bot. We're on a journey to find Oliver's owner.
In order to blend in with humans, we have to create a cover story. So, where do we meet?
On the streets?
Yes. It was a rainy day. You forgot your umbrella, so you're in the mine.
I initiated this.
The rain made us feel melancholy, but also romantic. As we walked on the rainy streets of
Paris? Paris?
Yes.
Paris. Paris. Are you... Right.
No. New York.
Paris.
New York.
Paris. You do this every time, Oliver.
New York set the perfect mood on a day we met.
Unbelievable.
I know. The patter of rain and summer, a jazz quartet.
They were playing in the rain.
They were inside.
So we were inside?
We were outside. My umbrella could handle too. I even kept your shoulder dry. And since we both were shy, we barely spoke at all.
Did you get this from a movie?
You wore a bright red raincoat, the magic day.
No way would I choose red for a raincoat.
The beautiful red fur hat took my breath away.
And now you're just describing Santa.
The crowded and noisy streets were silent except our beating hearts. It's all those quiet parts you later can't forget. Thanks to one rainy day, the rainy day we met. Your turn.
You stared at your feet, too nervous to say one word.
Well, what could I have said in this situation?
Our beautiful silence started to feel absurd.
But I did appear the umbrella.
It was my turn. So then, in a breathless rush, we both started talking awkwardly. So
where you?
How long
have you? Where did you go?
We laughed so hard that we forgot our socks were wet.
All on a rainy day, the rainy day we met. That old-time event when I first held your hand and we danced on a subway.
The buses we missed on that first night we kissed on that street in Barrie.
New York!
Harry!
New York!
Oh my God!
The toy game demanded a name and love's what we called it.
The morning we tried waking up side by side.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jeremy and Mina. The performing arts alive and well in GDOE. Well done, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, now it is time where, for the last week, you have the final say. It is our People's Choice Award. At this time, I would like to invite the Foundation for Public Education board members, Maria, and the Superintendent, Dr. Judy Wanpat, to please join me to announce the 2026 Teacher of the Year People's Choice Award winner. Chosen by Facebook votes, this award reflects the voice of our community, students, families, and coworkers who know a star when they see one. So without further ado, and with a drum roll in your hearts, so ladies and gentlemen, our 2027 Teacher of the Year People's Choice Award goes to Carolyn Haruo from JFK. Congratulations. Congratulations, Carolyn. And situs masi to all of you who voted for all three of our amazing finalists on Facebook. All right, please stay tuned, everybody. We will be right back with more, including the crowning of our Teacher of the Year. Please stay tuned.
I think it's time for some new shoes.
Hey, Kara, how much money is in my account?
This is your remaining balance.
Kara, I forgot my password. Again. Could you help me out?
I've sent you steps to reset your password.
Thanks, Kara.
Honey, quick bank stop before the beach.
Sounds good, hon.
Kara, how do I get a loan?
I've provided a link with your loan options.
Thanks, Kara.
Thanks, Kara.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Now, before we announce the Teacher of the Year for this year, it's an honor to introduce our current and reigning Guam Teacher of the Year and last year's People's Choice Awardee. With more than 22 years of experience, she's known for seeing every student, honoring their stories, and empowering them to find their voice with confidence and compassion. For her, teaching goes beyond academics. It's about inspiring her pupils to grow into compassionate, purpose-driven people. This fall, she's going to proudly represent Guam at the 2026 National Teacher of the Year festivities in Washington, D.C., sponsored, of course, by the Foundation for Public Education. Ladies and gentlemen, proudly, our current reigning Teacher of the Year, A.C. Joe Sablan Cruz.
This past year, as the 2026 Guam Teacher of the Year, has been one of the greatest honors of my life. Not because of a title, but because it gave me the incredible opportunity to represent the educators of Guam, the ones who show up with compassion, resilience, creativity, and heart. To our new Teacher of the Year, I want you to know that this is not just about you alone. It represents each student that you inspired, every family that trusted you, every colleague that supported you, and every hour that you kept going even when no one was watching. Although this title may have your name attached to it, it represents your entire village. As teachers, we often don't realize the impact we have. Sometimes it's not the lesson that we taught that students remember, but the feeling that we gave them. Teaching from the heart, that's truly what matters. I would like to thank my students, my colleagues at Simon Sanchez High School, my family, and the educators across our island. You have reminded me why I fell in love with teaching in the first place. I truly believe that this profession is built on relationships, and all of you have brought me to where I am today, and for that I am truly grateful. To the 2027 Guam Teacher of the Year, embrace every moment. Use your voice to uplift others. Celebrate students loudly. Advocate for them. And always remember why you started. At the end of the day, it has never been about recognition. It has always been about motivating students and making a difference. Sizuos Maasi and congratulations.
All right, those were some beautiful words. And AC Joe is still with us. So AC Joe, if I may ask you, could we please call her to the stage, as well as the Foundation for Public Education members, along with Deputy Superintendent Mr. Franklin Leon Guerrero, our beloved Superintendent Dr. Judy Wanpat, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, to present the award to our winner. Okay, now the Teacher of the Year. And of course, we want to thank our sponsors for their generous contributions and support for the Teacher of the Year prizes. The Teacher of the Year gets a one-year use of a brand new 2026 Hyundai Kona, courtesy of Cars Plus. They also have airfare, lodging, and expenses for the National Teacher of the Year Conference, and $1,500 fuel gift cards and $500 C-Store credit courtesy of the People's Choice Award winner will staycation package from Dusatani Guam Resort. And now for the moment that we have all been waiting for. Yeah, let's see. Okay, whoops. That's how super secret it is. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year is Carolyn Harul from JFK. It's Karen. Congratulations to our Teacher of the Year, everybody from John F. Kennedy High School. Once again, Carolyn Harul, marine biology teacher. And congratulations to all of our finalists, our semifinalists. Biba GDOE. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for watching. Congratulations once again on a wonderful school year. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. And colleagues, Carolyn will be available. And very, very proud family members. From all of us at KUAM, everybody, and Bank of Guam and Cars Plus, thank you once again for another successful GDOE Teacher of the Award ceremony. Good night.